2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's Defensive Player of the Year award. AD said he takes pride in his defense, adding, anytime guys feel they can score it on me, I take it personally. Kevin, it's going to take an awful lot to get your shots up over the brow. Back to you.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Nader in at the 3 slot. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Teams deciding to change it up. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Got a piece of it.
No free baskets with Cobb defending. Swats the shot down with authority.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Cobb. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Schroeder surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee. The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Caldwell Pope passes to Rondo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 6. To the inside. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Now here is McGee. He had 10 points in the win against Oklahoma City. Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. And yes, it's good.
You're right. That's just nice timing on the pick and roll. McGee right there where he needs to be at just the right moment to finish the playoff.
Now here's Schroeder. Fires from 18. Count it. Good. Schroeder's got 8 points.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Caldwell Pope finds Rondo. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Gets it off, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. You know, that's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and be in the foxhole with those guys is, you know, it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Now here's Rondo, 6 points for him. With the shot, misses off the right iron.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And the Lakers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Here's Rondo. That's tipped. They push it up 4-on-3. Now here's Robertson. He's covered by Rondo. And here's Robertson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Rondo. Robertson can't hit.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Robertson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Cobb. Misses the 3. Lakers trail by 4. And Waiters has it in the corner. They get it back. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder. It's good.
Oh, they want Cobb touching the rock on every possession. They know he'll make good decisions that lead to wide open looks.
Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Davis. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Kuzma. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly... with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Davis, and James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. 1:58 left to play in the third. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Junior's out there with Robertson, and it's Cobb in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. To the middle, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Waiters. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Cobb. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Cobb's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder. And stolen by Robertson. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now McGee, he's got 12. Shot clock at 6. It's LeBron with the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now, when James is attacking like this, it's sometimes overwhelming for the D, and they're forced to compromise.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And both free throws good for LeBron. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. And Paul puts up a deep three. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
I love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Thunder lead by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's JaVale McGee. And there's Dion Waiters. And it's LeBron in at the point guard position. Paul against Waiters. Over Paul. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dion Waiters.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And that one, good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight out. Junior's checked in for the Thunder. And the Lakers also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dion Waiters. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Paul. From 13. And Junior throws it down.
Seeing the floor well, Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense has overcommitted.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 2.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rajon Rondo.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Waiters, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Pass to Paul. Shoots. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And that's a bucket Paul knows they need. He wants to be the one to get it for them.
Pass to LeBron. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron, no good. Howard with the steal. And Howard with the stop.
Another aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rondo with the steal. Kicks it to Howard. To the paint to take the lead, and the layup by Waiters. Waiters got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
LeBron against Gilgeous-Alexander. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Junior. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
He can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing.
Yep, that one goes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Nader. James covering. Paul with the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And who better to take the shot for him? Nobody. I mean, Paul's showing his leadership, coming up big.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 1. 17 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
LeBron outside. It's off. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.